Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the morning is not even bright properly yet, as we would say, and I had to come on here and make this video. So I was sitting in my bed reading my comments, and I realized, you know something, we need to talk. So let's talk. You see this here? This book? Spare. I read it. In fact, funny thing about this book, it's my second copy, which I was scammed into buying by Prince Harry. I bought a ticket for the Dr. Gabor Mate interview with Harry, and before I could check out properly and purchase my ticket, I was forced to buy this book, which I already had and had already read, in order to complete the purchase of the ticket. This is a bait and switch tactic. Now, apart from that, as you know, I have made a series of videos on all the lies that Meghan Markle has ever did tell. And I've not completed the series yet. It's a long one. But if you skip to page 7, you will see here that it is mostly made up of lies that Harry also told. A lot of them coming from Spare. Harry's a horrible person. I know that. I have avoided making a lot of videos on Harry because I don't want to be particularly mean and harmful and hurtful as he was when he made this book about him. But I will say that it is a few things I don't like about him. For example, I don't like his African accent that he does whenever he talks to somebody from Africa. It's very patronizing because not only is it his own form of pidgin English, but he is grammatically incorrect. He leaves out words and there's no need for it. It doesn't serve anyone for him to speak like that to people from Africa. You see, when you see the long grass, how old you now? All these kind of things. And I think we saw it best when he was talking to the Invictus Games athlete from Nigeria. Anyway, it just irks me, okay? I don't know why, after all of that, when I look in my comments, I'm seeing things like, no, Leilani, I don't agree with you this time. Don't agree with me about what? I covered the speech he made at the Well Child Awards. I thought it was a well-written speech. Not only that, but I thought the delivery was better. I thought he came across very genuine. I came to the conclusion that it's because Meghan is not there with him. This is his first solo trip in God knows how long. I thought maybe that's the solution to the problem. Maybe if he doesn't take Meghan with him and she doesn't direct and produce every moment of his life, then he actually comes across more like a normal person. I did not say that he should be the next heir to the throne of England. I never said that he was a good person. And we're going to get to these page 7 because I think that's what we need to talk about today. I think you guys like to talk about all the things that he's done badly over and over and over again, lest we forget what a horrible person he is. And I have no problem doing that because I've compiled it all. So we're going to do that in a minute. But before we do that, understand that I can neither afford nor am I willing to pay for his ticket back to England into the royal family. I don't make those decisions. I do not control that. So why are you all telling me in the comments, no, Leilani, we don't want him back in England. No, this is not right. He's not been forgiven. Okay, maybe the title of the video was wrong. Let's go. Let's change it together right now on this video. Let's see. Let's edit it to not Prince Harry's redemption arc, but Prince Harry, seeking a redemption arc, ? Hear me out, okay? He can seek whatever he wants. He can try to manipulate the royal family however he wants to try to do it. Ain't nobody buying it. We have established that. All I want to say, and Lord, I don't even get to turn on my Leilani light and all of that. Oh, Lord, I just heated up here now in the morning time. Yeah? So, his speech was good. I liked the fact that the children got the attention that they deserved. They have disabilities. Them and their parents have been through it. And at least without Meghan there, it was focused on the children. He interacted with them well. He did. They grabbed his beard. That was sweet. I don't know. Can I say something that is positive for once in life? Since when did this become such a mean girl, toxic environment to the point where we can't even say, look, the children were highlighted? You're telling me that if Meghan Markle... Good thing I wore something underneath, huh? You're telling me that if Meghan Markle was there, that we would not be talking about what she wore, how long her long foot look, how unappealing she is. I am trying to say that one is better than two in this case of Harry traveling for these events, especially if the one is Harry and not Meghan. That's all I was trying to say. And that I felt it went well. no, Leilani, for once, I really don't think this is right. What do you think I'm saying? The speech was well written. It probably wasn't written by him. He probably drew for somebody back in the firm that he still has some communication with. I don't know if there's any such person, but he probably drew for one of them and said, write me a speech real quick, and probably reached out to somebody that actually knows him well, and they probably told him the things that are good about himself that he could remember to deliver the speech properly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. And I did say I wasn't going to cuss out anybody who called out my opinion or said they have a different opinion, but I have to come and explain myself. Listen to me. Bare comments like if I am the one that makes the decision as to whether or not Harry goes into the royal family again, or whether you all have to deal with him again. Look, let's get to the lies, right? Here is this page 7. I'll just give you a preview. Lord, I'm sweating and all. H, backpedaling on Nazi uniform lie. Remember when he said that his Nazi uniform that he wore to that party was approved by Catherine and William? And he tried to blame them for allowing him to wear it. Remember that? Well, he backpedaled on that because it was ridiculous and slanderous. H claimed Meghan Markle didn't like receiving freebies. Again, all of this stuff that he's done when it comes to Meghan, he should not have done for her. He should not have allowed her to slander his family either. If she's going to be married to him, at least stop her from doing that. She could marry somebody else and slander his family, sure. But being in a marriage with him, it's very distasteful that you let your wife just go out there and slander your family just incessantly. H claimed he was a larger target than anyone else in the royal family. I mean, why? H didn't want his father to marry Camilla, yet bad for William to say the same to H. I mean, the Camilla thing, H claimed Meghan Markle never did any PORN or similar. I mean, she did that one scene in 90210 that was very much borderline, softcore, if you will. H claimed his mother's last sound on earth was the Paps cameras. I mean, this is just petty, childish meanness. H claimed Meghan Markle was hounded by the press, delusional. H spoke about Snowden's vile notes to Princess Margaret. Again, jealous, petty, trying to destroy the royal family. H evidently received special extra training in the army and failed pilot's license. The army actively recruits people, is what H said, with mental health issues. I mean, none of this he has proof of or evidence of, which makes him look like a Weasley little liar. H said he introduced Meghan to Eugenie and they hit it off straight away. Apparently she knew Eugenie before H, so whatever. H claimed Charles said heir and spare after his birth. I guess he remembers those moments after his own birth. Harry does. Look, because he can do a speech and highlight the children for once in life that mean something to him, does not remove the fact that he's an arsehole. Both can be true at the same time, is what I'm trying to say. H said Her Majesty the Queen never attended Charles and Camilla's wedding. H blamed the press for scaring off a string of girlfriends. I'll just leave the last one out because it has to do with unaliving of somebody called Caroline Flack. Listen, he has his agenda. He lied to get his agenda. He will talk about his family incessantly, lie on them, join forces with the likes of Omid Scobie, whatever he has to do. He's a horrible person. I know that. And I don't want him to be part of your family or anyone else's. That's why it's great that he's on his own little Montecito Island, with the toxicity that he needs to have around him. I don't want us to become as toxic, or I certainly won't be getting markled. So I am here to say, let us call a spade, give Jack he jacket, as we say. It was a good speech. That's all I was saying. I don't want you to have him in your family, in your home, or in your country. Nor do I call the shots on that. And I'm repeating myself and I feel crazy. But, it's funny because she's not there and we cannot just enjoy the moment that she's not there. Especially because if you look on these Sussex Instagram accounts, you see him here with the Prince of Lesotho, Sisio. I'm going to give you a story about that in a minute, but anyhow. And then they just suddenly insert this black man, Meghan and Harry, next to this black man. So you would think that since this is following the trip in Lesotho, that this black man is a man in Lesotho, and then Meghan is there suddenly. This is the kind of thing they do to play with our minds. The original photo is this one. One love, one world. See my dad, Ricky Chaplin, the Rasta man, in Bob Marley's biopic, One Love. Out in theaters worldwide, February 14th, 2024. This is from The Godfather, which would be translated as The Godfather in English. Right? So this is not happening today. This happened in their one trip to Jamaica that they did back in whenever, and I did a video on that and it went viral. And, so that is that picture. And that is that dress that she wore down there. How they're trying to make this look like she's in Lesotho. It's like they cannot stop but put toxic Meghan into everything, even when she's not there. And this is what I'm saying. This is how they get traction. They want Meghan everywhere. I am saying, let us appreciate, let us big up the good times when she's not there so that the media and the people can say that, look, it's better. We like it better. And we're writing about it and we're talking about it. And that's exactly what's happening because GB News is reporting Prince Harry's time away from Meghan Markle set to continue as Duke lines up flight to South Africa. I was going to tell you about this man here, Prince Sisio. He's a lovely man. He came to Barbados for a polo match that Harry was also supposed to come to. Now, Harry has been to Barbados with Prince Sisio of Lesotho many times before for polo matches. Don't get me wrong. But there was this one instance when Harry was supposed to accompany his friend. And the Prince of Lesotho came by himself. And it was a big to-do and everybody was expecting Prince Harry and everybody was very disappointed. I don't even know if Sisio, the Prince of Lesotho, actually plays polo. And I don't know if he played polo that day because it was a polo match. But all I know is that Harry was supposed to be there and just didn't show up. No cancellation warning. Nobody knew nothing. He just didn't care to come. That's the kind of person he is. It's funny because tensions emerge over Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix polo documentary, with bosses at Netflix unhappy about the Duke's absence from 5-part series. Apparently, he's not really in it very much. Yeah. He loves polo or he doesn't love polo. Which is it? I'm not sure. But anyway, one thing I am sure about is that I love you all very much. And we had to talk today and just debrief a little bit about what went on in my last video. I just played the man's speech and said what I thought of it and the lovely children that were there. It was very emotional for me. I loved seeing those children. And they are children in the UK. So Prince Harry being there is actually very important to them. I'm sure they don't give a rat's horse if Meghan is there. But for Prince Harry to be there and sit down with them and everything was what they wanted. These are not children in Colombia or children in Nigeria. These are children in the UK that he has, a lot of them, met before. So I thought it was important. That is all I'm saying. Okay? And I promise you, I am neither buying him a private jet nor a plane ticket to come back to the UK. So you don't have to worry. I don't make those decisions. I love you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And sometimes I just have to tell you my frustrations in life and we can work it out together. I love you. I love you. I love you. And Godspeed.